Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be showing you the second out of my mask tutorials that I'm going to be doing, inspired by the night up in Manchester called Illuminaughty, where they're going to be having a mask ball on the 8th of February. So if you're from England and you can get to Manchester, make sure you check that night out. It's going to be really good. They've got a costume competition. You can find out more information about the event at facebook.com/IllumiUK, or you can go straight to their website at illuminaughty.co.uk. All links are going to be down in the description. In this video what I'm going to be doing is covering a half face and a full face style masquerade look with some little decorative things that we're going to be sticking on, so make sure you stick around to see the video. Also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, you can share it with your friends and subscribe, and as always you can find me on places like Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, now on Tumblr as well, /FashionJack. So I'll see you next time guys as well, when I'm going to be doing a decorative skull. So I hope you like that, and I'll see you guys soon. This time around what I'm going to be doing is creating two masquerade style looks for you. The first one's going to be like a half face and then a fuller face tutorial. So yeah, it's just about creating something like this Venetian style masquerade look, and yeah, but it's going to be doing different decorative things, sticking things on our faces. I bought some like little gem things, and I'm going to try and stick this sexy little droopy thing on my face as well. The main colour scheme that I'm going to be going for this look is black and gold. Now the reason I'm going for black and gold is because in a lot of my previous tutorials I had mainly a white face, and I wanted to go for something different to that, so I'm going to try black and gold. The gold that I'm using is this Mehron gold powder, which you can get offline, so have a look at that. I'm going to leave all the information and stuff in the description at the bottom. Before I actually go ahead and start drawing the mask shape on, what I'm going to do is just line and put some eyeshadow around my eyes, just so my eye pops out a little bit more for the final look. And girls, if you're going to do a look like this, you might as well just want to put your makeup on as normal, and then just perhaps leave most of this area blank, and then go over the top of it when you're done. Okay, so I've just put some kind of basic nondescript eye makeup on. You don't want to go for anything too crazy because you're going to have the mask and it's going to be really decorative anyway. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to mark out the basic area of the mask, and I'm going to be doing that with a black eyeliner, just gently going around where I think the mask should mainly be. That's the basic shape. The next thing I'm going to do is just fill that in, and I'm going to be using a black Snazaroo face paint, and I'm just going to go over with a brush just to fill that all in. Once you're happy with that and you're kind of looking like an armed bandit, the next thing is just to go in with some gold. Now I'm going to be pressing out gold from the middle and hopefully having it fade outwards. I'm just going to take my powder and put it into a little dish. I'm going to add a little bit of water and then thicken it up and then apply it with a sponge. That's the gold gradient applied now. You can probably see that I've overshot in some of the areas, so I'm just going to take a baby wipe or makeup wipe or a Q-tip or cotton bud, and I'm just going to wipe away the excess. Right, so that's the base of the mask done. Now it's time to start adding some of the decoration. I'm going to be going over with gold lines and black lines, and I'm just going to start by sticking down one of these little black, they're like sew-on jewels that go on your clothes. I'm going to stick that down in the middle of my forehead, just so I know where to work from, and then I'm going to start doing some line decoration around the outside. To glue these little jewels down, I'm just going to be using something called spirit gum, which you can get from any kind of good costume shop. Okay. Obviously where it's gold, you can't paint over the gold with gold because you won't be able to see it. So over the gold bits, I'm going to go in with my black again and just add in the same kind of swirly details that I put around the outside in the middle. You could leave it there, but I'm going to go over the top of the mask and just add in a bit more decoration. I think my number one tip when doing this makeup is don't do it when you're drunk, because it's hard enough getting these lines on as it is. Even though I've just messed up in this corner bit, but it doesn't have to be exactly symmetrical, no one's really going to notice, but you can just roll with it. You can take this as far as you want really. I want to try sticking some of these little jewels on. I got these from a fabric shop, they just come on by the meter. You want to try and get, if you are going to stick something dangling on your face, or something in a row like this, you just need to make sure it's as light as possible so the glue doesn't have to work too hard to hold it onto your face. And I'm not going to do one long strip, I'm going to cut it into little strips. This is as far as I'm going to take this look, so I hope you like it. Now let's try the next one. I've gone right ahead with the full mask base. I've painted out the black eye line, leaving the hollows of the eyes. And now I'm just going to start adding in some coloured eyeshadow. What I'm going to do before I apply it is just re-wet the area that I'm going to be working with, just with black paint again, just so it has something to stick to. Around the eyes and down the side of the face, I've gone in with this kind of shiny, glittery blue. It's kind of a little bit glittery, and it just adds some of that shine that really helps pick out the details. So even if you're in a dark place, it's going to stand out that little bit more. But I just wanted to add some character to around the eyes and sides. It's what I've seen on some different kind of Venetian style masks and things, so I thought it would work quite well with this. The next thing to do is I'm going to stick on the little black crystals that I stuck on in the half face look. With those all set in place, it's now time to go over with the silver decorative lines like I did with gold in the last one. Well, as I said, I'm going to use silver this time. So I'm taking my silver Mehron paint, and I do recommend, if you are going to get these metallic paints, to get their mixing fluid as well. It's mixing liquid. I think it just works a bit better than water at mixing it, and it helps it stay on for longer as well. So I do recommend you pick that up too. I'm just going to go in and add quite angular silver lip to the look as well, which should make it look quite striking and unusual. So the final thing I'm going to do is just take this little piece of black chain that I got from the haberdashery store, and I'm just going to use some spirit gum and go all the way around the edge and just stick that down to give it a real matte edge finish. Right, so to finish up this look, what I did is I've gone around the edge with some light black chain, and I've just put some chain around the eyes as well. It's actually a slimmer bit of chain that's around the eyes. It's quite fiddly to put on, so maybe you don't want to, maybe you can just go around with the silver edge. If you do end up sticking some chain around your eye, just be really careful, because I think there must be some, it's got the spirit gum's got alcohol in it, and when you put it underneath your eye, it evaporates and it'll make your eye sting. So either just don't do it. If you do it, be really careful and keep your eye closed as you're doing it. And then to actually stick it on, I was using a paintbrush or the other end of the brush just to move it into place. So yeah, that's it for the full look now and the half look that I did earlier, so I hope you like both these videos. As always, if you do like them, make sure you give it a thumbs up, you can share it and subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the future for some more videos. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and now Tumblr as well, all /flashyourjack, Jack without a C. So come and say hi, and I'll see you guys next week for the next tutorial.